AskReddit by Pretend Stock Now. What's the most common lie employers tell their employees? If you just do this extra work until the other position is filled, you will be rewarded later. Any form of delayed comp should be treated as a lie. You may have heard some rumors that, insert bad thing here, is happening, but I'm here today to tell you that this isn't the case. In a lot of cases, management is not told layoffs are coming ahead of time. However, they might have information that points to layoffs coming. I worked at a big insurance company and my manager and his manager were asked to stay after 5 p.m. This is when they were told layoffs would be occurring the next day. They had been supplying information to upper management on critical employees and other metrics. A list was given to them to review to make sure no one critical was on it. Half of my team was gone by the next afternoon. You aren't allowed to discuss your pay salary. My boss lied about what the maximum % increase an employee is eligible for and I called her out on it because my best friend told me she got a 4% increase. I wasn't saying I deserved anything more than I earned as a very new employee at the time. Just wanted to understand my earning potential. She went red in the face and scolded me, telling me you signed a document that forbid you from discussing pay, and I said I had no idea and have no memory of it. I told her I knew companies just didn't want employees discussing to restrict equal pay for equal work. I was and am furious. She later told my friend we did in fact sign something and told her to just not discuss it. It's taboo. I looked it up to find that it is in fact illegal. These corporations are so fucked up that you owe them loyalty. You don't. You are a number in SAP that costs money. Once you are replaceable or your skill set is no longer required, you're done. No matter your situation in life. My last role, people thought I was exaggerating when I told them about my manager. Then when I gave my 2 weeks notice via company email, I showed them where he texted me to tell me he deserves more respect than a 2-week notice and went on for a page worth of ranting. I'm sorry, but with wave after wave of layoffs, I was looking for an excuse to make a career change, and 2 weeks is more than enough. Especially when those who were actually laid off were told on a Wednesday that Friday was their last day. Hundreds of people, given 2 days notice. GFY is what I really wanted to say. Probably can't use him as a reference anyway. We just don't have the money for that. Alternatively, your compensation is above average for your position even when it's clearly not. We are like a family here. But not Toby. Toby is in HR, which technically means he works for corporate. So he's really not a part of our family. Also, he's divorced, so he's really not a part of his family. End of year reviews are objective and non-biased, self-appraisals matter. Where I work, management literally sits in a room and ranks everyone based on the way they feel and sets their rating for the year before self-appraisals are submitted. The whole process is a bit of a joke. At my previous gig, my end of year review usually brought some criticism based on something I knew nothing about beforehand. My manager had all that time to address it, warn me, coach me, help me out, didn't bother. Instead I just got marked down for it. If you make sacrifices for us now, we will reward you in the future. All they're ever gonna do in the future is ask for more sacrifices. As your sacrifices will be rewarded by more sacrifice, that makes sacrifice its own reward. Your job is safe. This in so many ways is, well, you get the picture. My company just lost its biggest client responsible for 46% of our revenue. They said we're all safe, but I already know we're fucked. We care about mental health. Nah, you don't want bad press or lawsuits. My employer insists they care about our mental health, so they bought a company-wide subscription to a mental health app. No, we do not get to delay any of our deadlines or duties to use it. When anyone mentions being burned out or taking a mental health day, we get scolded for not using the app. You know, since that will instantly cure our depression, anxiety, etc. Workload. Been at my current job for less than 4 months and my workload is already 2x what the manager said I'd be responsible for. Growth opportunities. Reasonable raises. HR is trustworthy. Good benefits. Fair equal pay. Favorites don't exist. Work-life balance of employees is valued by leadership. Leaders are screened for competency before being given their position. Leadership saying they'll advocate for your needs. Soft deadlines that are actually hard deadlines. We believe in work-life balance. My current employer, although having a lot of faults, really aces this one. They are very serious about work-life balance. To the point I've been called out for working past 5 PM. Flexible hours. Flexible based on their needs, not yours. We care about you. Or we value your opinions. Everything is okay and there will be no layoffs. When you have worked in an industry for a long time you start to see the signals. Most employers will lie right up to the day they let you go. I have seen it happen time and time again. One employer did 3 rounds of layoffs in about 6 weeks. They had to know. The next job promotion will pay you more. We are planning to expand. The future is bright. We can't give you that raise now, but just hang in there and your hard work will pay off. If you take this position, which is a ton more work, you will get a raise later. Your anonymous employee feedback surveys are 100% not anonymous. We see you have not filled out a survey yet. It's mandatory. If it's anonymous, how do you know I didn't finish it? HR is your friend. Deleted. That your PTO was approved, then they say it wasn't. Got burned on this once by a manager's word. Never again. I get it in writing every time by email. Effective workers get rewarded. Yes, with more work. Also getting singled out and called a rockstar at company meetings. Just not higher pay. Unlimited vacation days really means minimal vacation days. Facts. So tough to use PTO days at my job. It's not even enjoyable. The work doesn't go away. I'm just pushing it off until I get back and it's piling up. It sucks. Deleted. They'll quote the earnings of their top performers in the most lucrative territories. We have no plans to sell the company. We're all in the same boat. Even if it were true, certain of those on the ship get to sleep in the cushy captain's quarters and or luxury suites, whereas the rest are generally stuck in places like the boiler room and or just left to sleep out on deck during the storms.